Let me start this off by saying, if you're a Gervonta Davis fanatic, now I'm a fan of Tank, but if you are a fanatic, make sure that you hit the dislike button right now. And you probably don't want to hear this because I'm going to make you bite blood out your bottom lip. Now, something that we've been hearing for a long, long time is Tank knocks everybody the F out from 130 pounds all the way to 140. And some of his fanatics even say from 130 to 147, Tank knock them all the F out. And if you really feel that way and you believe it, I have no problem with it. But it's only one problem. Those same fanatics that say these things, they actually contradict themselves when it comes to this same subject. We're going to talk about that in this video. We're going to get down to the bottom line. But before we do that, if you're a real boxing fan, if you're a real one, and if you have common sense, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. So right off rip, I want to let y'all know that this video is really not even about Gervonta Davis and his views. This is about his fanatics. And like I said, I'm going to continue to say fanatic because you could be a fan, you can still keep it real, but we all know that a fanatic is delusional, and a fanatic will say anything when it comes to their favorite fighter, and they can never keep it a buck when it comes to their favorite fighter at all. Now, one thing that I always hear on videos that I drop under the comments, when I go to other people's channels that have debates when Gervonta Davis' name comes up with any of these fighters, that Gervonta Davis knocks everybody the F out from 130 all the way to 140. And like I said, some of the fanatics will even tell you all the way through 147. Now, of course, people are going to have the way that they feel about certain fighters. People are going to have their opinions, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have to think the same way. Everybody don't have to have the same opinion. And if you really feel these things deep down in your heart, I don't have no problem with that. I have fighters that I think that could go, all the way up to certain weight divisions and beat everybody. So that is not a problem at all. And Tank Davis has been a fighter that we've seen go from 130 pounds all the way to 140 and beat everybody that he's been in the ring with. Now, some would say that it hasn't been the best competition, but he's had solid competition. He's had some Rudy Poots in there, people that he shouldn't be in the ring with, but he's also had some solid competition, but never fought the best. And that's okay because his career's not over with, and he still has plenty enough time to fight the best and show us what he really is. And we also know that Leonard Ellaby says time and time again that they have a blueprint for Tank. Match up Tank with the right opponents, be very strategic on who you put him in the ring with, and most of all, make sure that they have a style that he can look spectacular against. Fighters that are going to stand right in front of him. A fighter like Gervonta Davis, who has the power, the speed, the explosiveness, the agility that he has, right? If you stand in front of him, it's always going to make for an exciting fight because fans want to see knockouts, and that's what he's going to produce if you fight him that way. Now, going back to my original point, his fans say that he knocks out everybody. He knocks them the F out. Everybody from 130 to 140. We're talking about the Subriel Matisas. We're talking about the Teofimo Lopez's. He already fought Ryan Garcia, but he didn't fight him at 140. So we'll throw Ryan Garcia in there. We're talking about the Devin Haney, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Gary Antoine Russell, anybody that you name, right? At 140, he knocks them all out. And then we go to 135. You got guys like Shakur Stevenson. You got guys like Frank Martin, William Zepeda, and whoever else in that division you want to name. He knocks them all the F out. And if you even want to go further than that, we even had a lot of his fanatics making videos, running around on YouTube, saying that if Tank decides to move up to 147, he would knock Terrence Bud Crawford the F out. Nobody could go 12 rounds with Gervonta Davis. That's what his fanatics tell you. And once again, I don't have no problem with that. But when you start getting into debates and discussions with these people, and you start bringing up the rehydration clauses that Gervonta Davis put on certain fighters in these different stipulations and whatnot, the first thing y'all say is, look how big they are. You think Tank should let them come in the ring weighing such and such? When it came to Devin Haney, oh man, Tank should put a rehydration clause. Look how big Devin is. These guys are weight bullies, man. Tank is small. Tank is way smaller than these guys. Tank should be able to put a rehydration clause. Man, they do it in the IBF. The IBF had a rule. And then when you point out, well, they're not fighting under the IBF rules because they're not fighting for an IBF title. Oh man, look how big, man. Tank is way smaller than these guys, man. You think these guys are supposed to just be in there and go weight bully Tank? He should be able to put rehydration clauses on them. But then you say, wait, hold up, dog. I thought you said that Gervonta Davis knocks them all the F out from 130 to 140, even 147. Now, you can't have it both ways. You can't say that Tank is this beast and knocks everybody out and talk about if he moves up to this weight division, and that weight division, can't nobody F with Tank. But then turn around and talk about, oh, Tank is too small. These guys are weight bullies. He needs to put rehydration clauses. See, you can't have it both ways. And I'm going to tell you why I feel this way and why the way that I feel is right? Because for one, ain't no such thing as a weight bully. If you make the weight on the scales, whether you have to kill yourself to make weight or you make it easy, it ain't no weight bully. Because you know what? Let's use Devin Haney as an example. When Devin was killing himself making 135, he wasn't gaining the advantage. He was actually putting himself at a disadvantage because he was struggling making the weight. He wasn't at full strength. He couldn't hydrate all the way like he should be able to during camp, right? So you're actually killing yourself. And a lot of times these fighters that y'all call weight bullies, they put themselves at a disadvantage. But if you get on the scale and you make weight, that's just what it is. If y'all want to change the rules, let's not do it because your favorite fighter. It goes with the narrative that you want to push for your favorite fighter. If we're going to change the rules, well then let's change the rules for everybody, right? Let's have same day weigh-ins and that's it. Because a lot of y'all that's always want to come to Gervonta Davis' defense, y'all wasn't saying that when Tank was fighting at 130 pounds and he was walking around outside of the ring at 175, 180, back when he was hanging out with AB and Errol Spence and all of them, because he was. And he said that he gets up that high, right? Y'all wasn't saying nothing. And he was going all the way down to 130 pounds, way bigger than everybody he was in the ring with, and he was knocking them the F out. But we didn't have no problem with that. So you can't have it both ways. See, when Canelo Alvarez was moving up and down in weight, using his A-side stipulations, right, to get off on fighters, making certain fighters do rehydration clauses, y'all had a problem with Canelo doing that, right? I know y'all did, because every black fight fan, besides Money Brown TV, was on his helmet for doing things like that, right? We all had a problem with it. Y'all wasn't running around talking about, oh, well, Canelo Alvarez is only 5'7". I mean, what do you think? You think he's supposed to let these guys come in at 180 plus 190 pounds on him? We wasn't saying that. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop picking and choosing which fighters you want to have special privileges for. We've seen fighters go up in weight the same size as Tank and dominate. Manny Pacquiao did it. So what are y'all saying? Y'all wasn't saying that Manny Pacquiao was too small and he should have rehydration clauses with everybody he stepped in the ring with at 147? Manny Pacquiao the same size as Gervonta Davis. When Mikey Garcia was moving up and down in weight, right? When he came all the way from 126 to 140 and then went to 147, Y'all wasn't saying that Mikey Garcia should be able to put rehydration clauses on everybody he step in the ring with. So my question is, if Tank is this bad mother effer like y'all say he is, why do he need special privileges? Why all of a sudden is other fighters like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia weight bullies when it comes to Gervonta Davis? I'm trying to make this shit make sense. Because y'all looking like a bunch of bitches right now that's cuddling Gervonta Davis like a newborn baby. Y'all treating this man like he a newborn baby. That's why Gary Russell said, man, y'all treat this nigga like he a fragile care package. You see what I'm saying, man? This the shit that I don't like. Y'all let me know what it is. Is Gervonta Davis him? He'll knock out everybody the F out from 130 to 147, or let's just say 130 to 140. He knock them all out. Matias, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Gary Antoine Russell, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, all of them going to sleep with no rehydration clause and no stipulations. Or is Gervonta Davis too small and these guys are too big for Tank unless they decide to come down to his weight division at 135? Otherwise, Tank Davis is a 135-pound fighter. In any other weight division higher than that, he's too small for it. And if they ain't fighting for the IBF strap, it ain't no rehydration clauses. The weight is the weight. It's either one or the other. You can't have it both ways. Drop a comment in my comment section. Make sure, for the real ones, to hit the like button. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.
It's finna get ugly. Knowing you can't